Hello and welcome to the review for the Everki Track Laptop Messenger Bag. Now I want to first thank Everki for sending this out to me for review. They're a very nice company. Go check them out, guys. I'll be putting a link to their website in the description below. So go ahead and check them out and support them a little bit. They do make some pretty awesome types of laptop bags and carrying cases. So just go ahead and check out their website. Right here, as I mentioned before, I have the Everki Track Laptop Messenger Bag. And this is a pretty interesting type of bag. It's not really like any that I've seen before, but that doesn't really say much considering that I haven't seen many bags in my time. But let's just first take a look around the side of the bag, or at least the outsides. And I'm sorry that I have to do this kind of around the actual bag instead of having to do it from behind the camera. Just because this bag is rather large, I have to try to zoom out a little farther so that I can, keep everything in frame as much as I can. So if I do go off frame a little bit, which I can't really because I'm confined to this space, then I apologize for that in advance. But first, to start off with things, let's look at the outside of this Track Messenger bag. First, you will find this included shoulder strap, and on it you have this very comfortably padded shoulder strap. It is non-slip because if you look at these parts right here, this won't actually move. The only way that you can adjust the positioning of this actual padding here is by manually adjusting these straps. And right now I have this kind of adjusted to my height and my preference, so that's that. But you can adjust this, of course, on both sides. There's I guess it's not really a clasp, but it's kind of an adjuster here and one here as well, so you can do it on both sides. Again, this is a non-slip shoulder pad mechanism that Everki has put onto this Track Messenger bag, which I think is pretty nice. Also, if you prefer to not have this, you can't really remove it, I guess, because it's attached to the laptop bag itself. But if you take a look around here, you will also find a carrying handle. So if you do not wish to hold all the weight on your shoulders, you can go ahead and just hold it on your hand if you so prefer. Also on the back here, you have this one pocket that does zip out on the bottom. And at first I found this really strange because, it seems like a bottomless pocket, There's Velcro on the top and there's a zipper on the bottom. As you can see here, my hand passes through it. This is actually a trolley pass-through pocket, so if you wish to put this on your luggage, you can easily do that. Or if you just so wish to use it as a normal pocket, just zip up the bottom and then you can use it as another Velcro pocket. So going back to the front now, you will see two types of ways to secure the actual bag from opening. You have these two clasps here at the bottom if you can see them, and once you actually remove or unhook these two clasps, then you have this Velcro that will also help keep the bag closed. So that's really nice that you have double security, ensuring that the contents of your bag don't actually fall out of the bag while you're walking, while you're transporting it, what have you. So just to give you some more information about this bag, guys, this bag is made to fit up to 15.6-inch laptops. And just to show you guys here, you also have this Velcro strap that wraps over the laptop compartment, which is this nicely heavily padded but also very soft compartment. Again, it can accommodate up to 15.6-inch laptops. I have a 15-inch MacBook Pro, so it fits in actually quite snugly. And again, you have this Velcro strap here that helps secure your laptop in place. Also, next to the laptop compartment, you have this other soft compartment here. And this is basically for anything, if you have a tablet, like if you have an iPad, a Kindle, Motorola Zoom, or you have any other type of ebook reader, or some type of smaller accessory that is still considered a tablet PC, maybe a netbook if possible. But again, this Velcro strap goes over both compartments so that they secure your most valuable things. Now, of course, you have many, many other pockets in this messenger bag. You have a smaller pocket here, which is just perfect enough for fitting a wireless mouse, or if you wish to, you can also hold something small but similar in size, such as an iPod. Those will fit just quite nicely right in there. But again, for any small electronics, maybe a portable hard drive, a calculator if you're the person that needs that. And inside you also have this really big, I'm not sure if you can see it, this pretty big carrying space here, and this is ideal for putting a lot of other electronic accessories that may be smaller, maybe some battery chargers or whatever. But since I'm a high school student, I usually put some books in here, some binders, whatever. And there's also another pocket there, and as you can see, this bag is filled with a lot of pockets. On the outside here alone, you have a lot of stuff. You have a lot of these pockets that are for smaller things, maybe your flash drives. If you still own a floppy disk, first of all, you should probably upgrade to something more digital, but you have smaller pockets here, maybe for, I don't know, just use your imagination. Pens and pencils, and a Velcro pocket for some smaller things, maybe some USB cables or what have you. And in here you have another pocket which I just keep my MagSafe extension cord in there. So there's just some of the pockets, and I'm sorry that it took so long. But if we move on with the actual stats of the laptop bag and some of the actual things, like I showed you before, it has many pockets. It has that big pouch in there for the bigger things such as your books, maybe if you're a businessman, maybe some of your papers, your files. Just use your imagination. This can pretty much fit anyone's needs. Now there are two things that I don't particularly like, or maybe three to be a little more specific. But because this laptop bag actually has a lot of pockets, this does get pretty heavy pretty fast. And of course, that's not really a downside on Everki's part. They designed the bag very nicely, very well. High quality construction. The seams are really nice, excuse me. And just everything is well made and well produced. And that comes obviously with the price point, which I will mention at the later end of this video. I'm not actually sure the actual price. I'll probably just put an annotation at the bottom or some type of text thing to show you guys what it is. But I think it's somewhere within the 60, 70 to 80 range, I think, depending on where you look. And I'll get to my opinion on that price point in a moment after I discuss the things I don't particularly like. Like I said before, it does get quite heavy quite fast, but again, that's nothing on Everki's part. They did a great job manufacturing this bag. But just a caution for you guys, if you guys have a rather big laptop, like I have a 5-pound 15-inch MacBook Pro from 2007, that is quite heavy. If you stick some books in here, this can start to hurt your shoulder if you're walking around a lot. If you're a college student, maybe you're carrying this around campus, then maybe that longer type of walk might be a pain for you. And I found that if I just adjusted the strap a little bit, it would help a little bit. And so yeah, you make sure that the strap is adjusted correctly for that. But again, this does get quite heavy quite fast if you start shoving a lot of electronics in here because of all the pockets. But again, that's nothing on Everki's part, just something that I tended to notice, and of course it's kind of intuitive. And because this is a bag, it is a bag, as you can tell, but I think it's a little bit too wide, obviously. I mean, the laptop itself takes up, I can accept that it takes up this much space, but it's a little bit too wide in addition to everything else. If you start sticking stuff in there, it's kind of bulky to walk around with. Also, I'm not quite a fan, but again, this isn't something too big, that this inner compartment here where this huge space is, I'm not really a fan that there's no support here to keep it open, because there are a lot of times when I'm just trying to load stuff in there and then it collapses and it gets kind of annoying. But anyway, I'm running low on time, so one last thing that I'd like to mention, if I can actually remember it real quick. Oh yeah, I don't like the fact how the laptop sits here, but then all your books are stacked on top of it, and if you actually lean on your side, then you're leaning everything on your laptop. So that's pretty much all I have to say about the Everki Track Messenger laptop bag. I do think that the value is great. I would recommend it for any person that does a lot of traveling, that does carry around their notebook and a lot of other accessories. It will fit that. Very high quality build, like I said before. Go check them out, guys, at everki.com. I'll be putting a link to their website in the description below. Feel free to rate, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.